It's been a long time since I got a video up on my page. I have even had some people approach and ask me if I'm still on this path. I assure you, totally am, still am, probably won't be leaving for a long time, so you can probably still get in contact with me and find out information. For those of you that are just meeting me now, or perhaps have not kept up with my life as closely as others, since my last video, I've gotten out of the military and I've started my own family. Moved back from from Japan, because in case you couldn't tell, that was the video where I had like force powers, and actually all of my videos that are public, I'm pretty sure were all filmed in Okinawa. So moved back to the U.S., started up a new family. I got out and I had a shock to my environment when I landed a job that is minimum wage. $7.25 an hour really isn't enough to live on, and it makes it even more difficult to live the life of a Jedi Knight. But I know a lot of people in my situation, and we've all managed to find ways to still be of service to people, and like joining volunteer groups and whatnot. It might be hard if you happen to be in a similar situation, but we are there to help you, to help support you if you find yourself in our situation, in the similar situation. If you don't, and you find yourself like really well off, and you can live the Jedi Path, hey, great, that's great. We encourage those too. We're not just, you know, a path for people that are on the lower end of the stick. We have people that range from really well off to really well off to really low on the totem pole. So hey, we're all here. We're all there to help you, and we're all willing to help you figure out how to get through things. Even if you don't want to be a Jedi, we'll be there to help you. Because, you know, hey, this path isn't just about being a philosopher, a philosophy chairman, you know, chair philosopher. That's the term that they use, armchair philosopher or something like that. But it's about helping others. And we don't really dwell completely on how to be enlightened or whatnot. No, we actually get out there. We discipline ourselves, get out there, and live our lifestyle every day, which is going to play into what this whole video is about. Is the Jedi Path for you? Over the years, since the beginning of the Jedi community, we've seen a lot of people from all over the world come in because they are attracted to the concept of just having a place to call home. That's fine. That's great. And then some of those people come in, they leave because they realize it doesn't really fit them. And then others stay in and they claim a name that doesn't actually work. They don't actually work for because they just want to be accepted. While that's fine, it's great. Honestly, if you're one of these people just looking for a place that quote-unquote best fits your beliefs, first and foremost, get the idea out of your head that you need a place to be. You don't need a niche. We don't mind having you. I'm gonna get into why we don't mind having you, because I feel like sometimes people think, oh, well, the Jedi are pushing me out because I don't believe what they believe. No, that's not the case. We want you, either you believe the path and you're living it, and we want you to claim the name, but we would rather you just be honest with yourself about whether or not you actually do live this path. And like I said, I'll get into that here in a second, because honestly, if you're going to claim something with, you know, you should really do it with all of your heart. Delve really deep into it. Whether that's Sith, Jedi, Christian, Wiccan, Sufi, Judaism, Sunni, Shiite, Buddhism, Universalist, Unitarian, Shinto, Ancestral, Agnostic, Atheist, or any other number of religious, spiritual beliefs systems, or hey, you know, even the martial arts community would prefer that you delve really deep into that if you're going to do martial arts. And martial arts can or may not have anything to do with Jediism, depending on where you go. The list is kind of long. Hey, you can even create your own philosophy and just live that. That's great. It means that you're actually doing something that you want, not something that somebody else wants you to do. That voice telling you that you need a place, and you need a label, that's kind of just society weeding its way into your head. No, you don't need a place to say that this is who I am. Just say, hey, my name is Kayla. Caleb Poe or something like that, which actually happens to be a real friend of mine from my history. Just threw out a random name there. That said, we do enjoy chilling and sharing ideas and thoughts, because that's how we as Jedi grow and we explore life daily. And we can also help you explore things. And who knows, after a little bit of time, maybe you get in there and you realize, hey, this is the path for me. So then you start coming into the fold, and you become a Jedi Knight or a Jedi Master. It's great. And we see that happen all the time. It's really fun to watch somebody actually grow as a person through learning about the Jedi path. Because I would totally, if you're going to be in the forums and you want to just learn more about yourself, I would totally encourage you to take Jedi training and have no commitment whatsoever to becoming a Jedi just because you took the training. At least that's how my order operates at Force Academy. If you come in and you want to just train in what we have to teach, great. You don't have to be a Jedi. It's not an obligation. So that's kind of the problem, though, is how do you know that the Jedi path is for you? Especially since that question can be difficult, as each of our orders, whether it's Temple of Jedi Order, Temple of Jedi Force, Force Academy, Heartland Jedi, Chicago Jedi, Real Jedi Enclave, Jedi Academy Online, Institute for Jedi Realist Studies, and like there's a little bit of a list there. I'm not going to name off all of our orders. We all have a slightly different way of how we spin our path. At some points it might seem impossible to hammer out exactly what it is that we believe at our core, but there are some similarities between the orders. Just last year, in 2013, a document actually circulated and was pruned until it was agreed that, hey, yeah, every single order that it went through, and it went through a lot of orders, they said, yeah, that right there, we have some means of putting that all in there. So they took it, like if there was something in there that didn't agree with their order, we looked at it, everybody looked at it and then said, okay, well, if we wrote it this way, it would still be there, and it would still agree with what was in our own doctrine. Or if it wasn't even in their doctrine, hey, it was thrown out. Just, bye, gone, not there. Okay, so some other order has it, they don't. Got it. It's not there. It's not at our core. It's known as the Jedi Compass, and it was literally written by the Jedi community rather than just one person or one order. So I'm going to read off to you a series of questions that I pulled from that, and then if you say yes to I'll just read off the series first, and you say yes or no. And it's just yes or no questions. If there's, you can delve further into it. This is just, the generic yes or no. If you don't know, meditate on it. Think about it. Hey, if it's maybe, then just kind of think about it for a little bit. And from there, you can go from there. First question. Do you believe in the Force? Okay, so if you've watched my videos, you know that term is more of a blanket term for something that every system in the world has some form of description for, but it's by a different word. Might have Holy Spirit or magic or Ashe. Even in science, which is kind of how I look at it. I look at it from a more scientific point of view. The term is energy. I mean, seriously. Can you see energy? No, you can only see the effects of energy, and that's kind of why I say that I see it as energy. So there's that word in the scientific community. And yes, we do have some people that identify themselves as atheist Jedi, because some people see it as a religion, others see it as a philosophy. Okay. Do you believe that knowing more about yourself is a key to living a fulfilled life? Do you believe in the Jedi Code? Do you believe in a duty to uphold what is right? Do you believe in the inherent worth of laws? Okay, so this is not necessarily individual laws themselves. Like, do you believe that capital punishment is a good law? Some people don't, some people do. That's not the question. We're not asking, are there laws that you disagree with? We're asking, do you believe in the inherent worth of the law? Like, do you believe that it helps a society go round? Do you believe in defending others? Do you believe that there are times to act and times not to act? Do you believe in tolerating others' beliefs and choices until it impedes upon the well-being of others? Do you believe that your life requires you to be responsible for everything you do? Do you believe in disciplining yourself to act and practice the Jedi Path? Do you believe that having fortitude and integrity are important? Do you believe in the inherent worth of being objective in everything you do and believe? Do you believe it is important to overcome aggression, recklessness, and attachments? Do you want to learn how to defend others? Okay, so defending others does not necessarily mean that you have to do martial arts or anything like that. It could be standing up in front of a jury and defending somebody. A lawyer. You could be a lawyer. You could be somebody that gets out there and you bring awareness to the evils of racism. You through art or even writing. Writing's a great way to do things to defend others. So it's just defending others. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to defend them physically. Do you believe in a healthy mind produces a better, or a healthy body produces a better mind? Yes, I'm totally reading this from a script because if you have not noticed, I'm a very wordy person. So I try to keep things down, and the best way to do that is to script myself. Ha. So do you so do you believe in a healthy body produces a better mind and can go a long ways in improving yourself to defend to be of service to all? Let me read that question over again. Do you believe in a healthy body produces a better mind and can go a long ways in improving yourself to be of service to all? Do you want to learn a skill that is aimed at helping build a better world? And do you want to develop yourself in spiritual matters, even if that's just meditation? If you answered yes to all of these questions, then you may be a great match for the Jedi community and the Jedi Path. The community would definitely look forward to having you take a step to join our ranks. If you're in search of a Jedi Order, you can shoot me a message here on YouTube or post below, and I'll see what I can do about matching you to the best order for you. Some of the questions that I would probably ask is pick two of these 4 different things. Either do you want a religious institution, a philosophy institution, one that is more on building a practical understanding of how to live the Jedi Path, or one that kind of helps mentor you directly in like how to loosely live the Jedi Path, and then you build from there. Those are 4 things. Oh, and then I guess there's a 5th question. Do you live in the United States? Because if you do, there might be a Jedi Order in your area. Just general state works. If you don't want to post like exactly where you live or whatnot, you can send me something in general. Like I live in California. We actually do have a California order. We have one in the Tennessee to Kentucky area, and like we even have a guy that lives in Indiana who sometimes is able to come down for some of our groups. That's actually my order, Heartland Jedi. There's even one in Maryland. So like there might be a group in your area that would help you build a better relationship. So hey, let me know if you happen to be in an area that we might actually have an order you can go and do physical Jedi meetups. And then I guess that's really it. So if you're in the community and you just want to chill, we're all about chilling. We're all about teaching each other, because that's how we grow. Don't feel like you're being ostracized because you don't actually live the Jedi Path. We're not about that. And who knows, again, like I said, you might decide later on that this is the path for you. It's fun. It's fun life. It's great. And it will, if you take it to its fullest step, it will get you so involved in the community, and you're just going to you're going to find that you love the world more than well, okay, some people don't. I guess if you get involved in some things, then you might see the world from a very, very ugly point of view too. But it's all about living the hero's journey. And that is why we feel that our path is important to people. Because we want you to live the hero's journey and get out there and help build a better world for everyone. I hope to hear from some of you guys. And if I don't, well, I don't. At least, hopefully, this has been a educational video for you. This is Alethea Thompson, also known as Knocker in the community, with Force Realist Radio, reminding all of you to awaken the night within.